Hello, my name is Richard Phillips. I'm the Managing Director of AminoA Biostimulants. We are here in Cambridgeshire at Abingdon Park Farms. It's the 28th of May 2019 and this is our farm demo day. AminoA Biostimulants was founded in 2014, but the principles on which it was founded were a lot of experimental work we did when we were farming in Poland 20 years ago. All our products are based on the broad range of amino acids that will help growth in virtually any circumstance. I think we have known for a long time that by providing these products to plants, we can help the plants overcome periods of stress. But I think the next step has been to understand how by introducing these products into tank mixes with other agrochemicals, you can massively improve the efficiency of other agrochemicals and save growers costs and improve yields. Lettuce, right from the wheat, that's blé.
Yeah, okay.
Amino acids.
Okay.
And Greek for nitrogen is azot.
All right, all right. Mm.
AminoA Biostimulants, we have several products that are all based on a broad spectrum of amino acids that the plant normally has to produce for itself. Our principal product at the moment is a product called AminoA Flow, which is formulated to mix with other agrochemicals. The product works because it delivers about 18 essential amino acids in the ready form for the plant. But it also works very well at being able increasing the efficiency of other agrochemicals in the tank mix. The only thing you shouldn't mix it with are ALS inhibitor herbicides, because their mode of action involves disrupting the amino acid production of the weed. In those cases, it's much better to apply your ALS inhibitor and then go about 5 to 7 days later with the rest of the ingredients in the tank mix. We think as well that one of the reasons it works so well is that it actually helps mitigate some of the negative effects of agrochemicals on the plant itself. Who use it on a big area are telling us that their crops are healthier. We've been working with Triton Farms for a couple of years now, and they trialled our product first in November 2017. They wanted a product which would help boost rooting development in late drilled crops, as Triton's philosophy has been to do a multiple chit of blackgrass and then a drill from sort of November onwards. The problem with that was it meant that very often rooting development was compromised. So they have discovered that by using our product in, say, February, as soon as possible, when the crop is emerging through the ground, they can stimulate greater root development, and thence they've got crops here on this farm of even 7th wheat, which look more like first wheats. We have a really exciting new development, which is our product AminoA Blast, which will be launched at cereals. This is a combination product between amine nitrogen and amino acids. Amine nitrogen is normally only found in the plant itself. It's the final process of the synthesizing. Amine nitrogen is normally only found in the plant itself. It's the final process that the plant follows to fabricate amino acids. So it's normally found in the leaf. We have managed to convert nitrogen into the amine form and then apply it to the plant together with amino acids. This means massive efficiency of growth. The potential is to substantially reduce nitrogen applications. We've known for many years that the wheat plant will only take up something like 120 kilograms of nitrogen, but we've persisted in agricultural practice of blasting 240 kilos of nitrogen and consequently causing a lot of environmental damage through nitrate runoff. We think we should turn this on its head. We think applying 10 litres of our product, which only delivers 2 kilograms of nitrogen, can supply a substantial amount of the plant's nitrogen.
Hi, I'm Christina Lankford. I work for Agronomy Connection and I'm an agronomist. I came here today to have a chat with Richard just to learn more about the AminoA product, especially as it's a plant-derived amino acid, and it's just really, I saw the crops a couple of weeks ago and it was just to sort of review how they were looking today.
Good afternoon. This is Architect Rape, drilled August the 28th, direct drilled. The interesting thing I find when you're using AminoA on oilseed rape, the difference when you're using it on a cereal is, when you're using it on cereals, you don't really see the difference until you put the crop over the weighbridge, where it's perfectly evident. With oilseed rape, when you're putting AminoA on it, you come back like 4 or 5 days later and you will literally see the crop has leapt in biomass. The plants will have come thicker, the branching will have extended, I mean the podding on here is more. Last year we averaged 5 tons to the hectare, with the best bits doing 6. The crop didn't look as good as this last year. We've used perhaps an extra 1.5 litres of AminoA this year, but we're not particularly brilliant rape growers. But since we've been using AminoA, we've had very profitable crops. Rainfall period. I mean, this came out on here a month ago, and it's May the 28th today.
AminoA Flow produces excellent results in oilseed rape. We've conducted many trials over the years, and the worst result we've ever had was a 250 kilogram per hectare yielding response, and generally we've had a ton a hectare or more yield response. Even in a drought year last year at Abingdon Farms, where we are now, we had the farm crop yielded over 6 tons a hectare. We recommend that you put on 1 dose with your insecticide to try and stimulate early development and get away from flea beetle. We would then recommend that you put on your next application in the autumn with your light leaf spot timings in November, and then start a program with your fungicide program in the spring. And finally, you should apply at petal fall with your sclerotinia spray, because this will boost the efficacy of the fungicide, plus it will allow a longer period of leaf retention and therefore pod fill.
Okay, we just spent 10 minutes into the tour around the Triton's Open Day farming field trials, and we've seen quite a lot of like first wheats and second wheats and oilseed rape, but this is where I like to say to myself, this is where the profit on the farm is made, because as we come through the corner here and turn up into here, we're going into a 4th wheat. Now in the 1990s, 4th wheats, 5th wheats, 6th wheats, profitable full wheat rotations. And this, what you'll see here is what AminoA and the Triton seed drill will do for you. You've got a 4th wheat here. that, remembering none of these have been sprayed for blackgrass, fourth wheat here that looks like the first wheat. The alternative for a fourth wheat is something like perhaps a linseed or spring beans, peas, or even winter beans in a drought. Won't produce you a very good crop. We had a situation a few years ago where we were growing spring barley, peas, beans, soybeans, and you would go into the barn and each corner of the barn would have a pile of something not worth very much, be it peas or beans, and then go into the grain barn, you find it was only half full of wheat. So once you can extend your profitable part of your rotation across the whole rotation, I mean, it costs just as much to run a farm that's growing good crops as it does bad crops. So you've got to max. So this farm is now 80% wheat, 10% triticale, 10% oilseed rape. And in a second, we're going to come on to a sixth wheat, which is very clean. Again, hasn't had a herbicide on it, and it won't be going back into oilseed rape. It will be remaining as a continuous wheat. It's Cochise. It was drilled November the 10th, and it is whistle clean. Cochise is the first spring wheat that is midge resistant and a milling wheat. Cochise, Kerin and the Siskin are the three highest yielding late autumn sown wheats, even though they're a spring wheat. Gives you a second crop category in your three crop rule. So that is a sixth wheat, and as we come round the corner here, this is the oldest wheat on the farm. It's the seventh wheat coming up round this corner. Again, it's completely clean, and we would expect this to run at around 10 tonnes a hectare when we're cutting this crop. Again, what we're doing by drilling so late in November, first wheat, second wheat, third wheat, fourth wheat, the old take-all graph where you've got the take-all decline doesn't really apply in the same way, because we're not multiplying take-all up from one year to the next. We started with none. We've left it in a non-transfer window going at November the 10th, the second wheat, and so on. So what we've sort of done is duped the wheat into thinking it's a first wheat by drilling so late, and then we've put the AminoA on, which has made it feel like it's an early wheat as well. So you end up with this magnificent amount of tillering. This is our lightest field, seventh wheat. You can see down that tram line, it's clean as well. The last time this was a first wheat was after sugar beet about 7 or 8 years ago, and you would have seen a rabbit run across there 100 yards out. It's a light field, this. Most people would grow barley on a field like this, but it's just completely clean. And again, the costs of growing it, home safe seed, £5 worth of tebuconazole so far, bit of AminoA, bit of chlormequat, and that's it.
For 2019, we are eventually planning to launch our new seed treatment, AminoA Start. This product will have two versions. It will have an organic version and a conventional version. Again, these products are mainly amino acid based, and we've been doing extensive work in sugar beet with a major international company, and in fully replicated trials we've had up to 9 tonnes a hectare of yield improvement purely from putting this product into the seed pellet. We've had a great day here today, seeing customers and new farmers. I'm sure over 100 people have turned up and have been very impressed with the way the crops here are performing. We also have another open day in Kelso, Scotland on the 19th of June, and we will be having a stand at Cereals, so please come and see us either in Scotland or at Cereals in Lincolnshire on the 12th and 13th of June.